So,
That was very sweet.
Good job, Roxy.
so
Thank
my
you.
question, so my question is basically, what is your most underrated Disney movie that you really want to like? If they do it, if they do a live action, because for me, one of the most underrated Disney movies ever is
Mhm.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
That's a
not
good one.
alone, my
It's-
friend. I've seen a lot of people put that out there, like wanting a live action.
Song
I've seen
of the
Atlantis,
South.
Atlantis
Song
as
of
well.
the South.
Stop pitching that.
I just
No,
want.
Song
I
of the
just want to.
South.
I want Disney. Only reason I bring it up because I want Disney to acknowledge that film exists.
Oh my
because
God.
they
You
try
want them to acknowledge it by remaking it?
to say just
Bury it. Burn
I
it.
actually
Have a
That's a
bonfire.
good point. No, Treasure Planet's a good one. I am a huge fan of Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes,
And
me
Yes.
too.
I love that movie so much, and I actually got to see a very quick stint on off Broadway that Disney put together with the choir, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Because the soundtrack is so good, and they actually made it a little bit more adult, so they got rid of the gargoyles, and it wasn't so much family oriented.
Oh.
So it was closer to the book. So it'd be cool, just like we're seeing Mulan be different that way. It'd be cool if they brought that back and on a darker tone, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Great
that
pick.
makes total
Completely
sense.
agree. I was Esmeralda for like 7 Halloweens.
I
There you go.
I loved her.
Damn, you really love her. She's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, she's
but
amazing.
isn't Josh Gad doing it though? I heard something
Yeah,
about that.
he is.
Is Josh Gad a part of every project that's been announced for the
Yes.
next 5 years?
He's in that. He's in
Pretty
that
much.
Disney family. They love him.
I heard he was the
He's
penguin
amazing.
too, or no, he wants to be
He
the
wants to
penguin.
be the
He was
penguin.
sharing all those images.
Well, that's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and that is Warner Brothers. So for an underrated Disney movie, if it's animated, I say Tarzan. I
Nice.
love Tarzan. I love Phil Collins' score and the songs, and I would go the Mulan route too, and make it a little bit dark, make it a little bit like Legend of Greystoke kind of. I'll touch on that. That was scary.
Make a
Did that
scary
scare the shit out of you?
jungle. Yeah, of
Scary
course.
jungle. Maybe try to infuse some of Phil Collins' songs because it does work as kind of a score. Like Tarzan isn't like singing. He's just
Yeah.
kind of like it's great songs. So that's mine. But if there's an old Disney movie that I could see really working with a reboot or a remake, it's Black Hole.
Oh wow.
Do you remember those
I
robots?
used to love that music.
I don't know.
I
that is.
love that movie. That was that came out right around the time I was really into Star Wars,
Yeah.
and it had a Star Wars kind of look and feel
Yeah.
that I remember as a kid that I think could work with a remake.
Yeah, that was one of those weird movies set in space that was scary that I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
Just a reminder to everybody, let's go over the ones that have been announced so far. Maleficent, obviously, people know
Yeah.
that's been announced. Lady and the Tramp coming
Disney
release
Plus,
date
Disney
November,
Plus.
November 12th, 2019. Mulan, March 27th, 2020. Cruella, which we just spoke about in December of 2020. Sword and Stone, Little Mermaid, Hunchback, Lilo and Stitch.
I'm so mad about that
the
one.
Untitled,
So mad about
the
that.
Untitled Jungle Book sequel, Pinocchio, Rose Red, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs are all to be
Okay.
announced when, but those
What's
are all
Rose
projects.
Red?
I didn't know Lilo and
Well,
Stitch.
according
That's
to this,
crazy.
is based off the.
You would have to
the-
think it's a sleeping.
What?
No, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs too.
Yeah, they're both.
Rose.
Yeah,
You know what would be another
Yeah,
good
yeah.
one?
Why do we need two then?
that's.
We
You know-
don't.
You know what would be another good one is the Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron.
That's
yeah,
what I
that's
think
a good
Christian
one.
said. What the is Rose Red?
Yeah.
Clearly, I mean, all it says is
Yeah,
based
I
on-
see it says Snow White and the Seven
Yeah, that's what I'm
Dwarfs.
saying. That's
I
what-
just
that's-
also see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is listed right
Maybe
after
it's
that.
her sister. Maybe it's like Wizard of Oz where they have like 4 witches. And this is,
What do you
instead
keep
of Snow White,
circling,
it's Rose
Alex?
Red.
What are you circling? I get that it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Do you understand though?
Jesus, Cody.
This is a thing we can keep circling.
Jesus, Cody.
TBD, TBA to be
Alex
announced.
is like, Roxy, read the Wikipedia. And I'm putting it.
I feel incredibly nervous about Lilo and Stitch. I feel
Yes, me too.
I
that
feel
movie's perfect.
slightly
Yeah.
less nervous, but quite nervous about Pinocchio, considering there's some iffy things that go on in that movie as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I love that movie.
I love that movie
it
as
messed
well.
me up, but I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're.
it could be interesting though, seeing somebody turn from wood into a boy.
I mean, they're.
Live
Or into a
action.
donkey.
The animation would be nice with that.
The effects are going to be off the hook on that one.
Off the chain.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch.
Well, I can't wait to see that the technical marvel as
That
the
is a
child
Pinocchio.
turns from a wood child to a boy. It's
For
gonna
a
be
grown,
really
for an
interesting.
old man.
Even more so when they turn into donkeys. That's going to be some shithouse great CGI.
And this
Oh
is
my
the guy who
God.
wouldn't say baller.
That whale
You
monster
know what?
was
Sometimes,
baller.
sometimes up here, It's just me wandering around in a desert, so that's fine. They're going to remake everything, so we're going to get more. We're going to get
They're
the
gonna
Rescuers.
remake Collider Live.
We're gonna-
Disney's gonna buy us.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
That won't
Okay.
You said that just something.
They are because they already pay us a lot of money to like their movies. So why are they going to? Why are they going to
Daily.
buy us? That would be stupid.
Thank you, Disney.
Well, thank you very much for that call and for what you guys talked about. I think it was awesome what he
We're
said.
just talking
It looks,
shit about you
Yeah,
guys.
so much
you know?
shit.
Yeah.